Hi everyone, welcome back to Robin's Kitchen. Today we are making red velvet cupcakes. I decided to film this episode because I said, you know what, a lot of people love red velvet, and so I want to show everyone how to make it. But let me tell you the backstory about this episode. One of my friends, who's also my coworker, Miss Pratt, asked me, hey Miss Murray, can you make some red velvet cupcakes? I want them for a special occasion and I would love for you to bake them. I said, of course, honey. And I said, well, in my head, I'm like, well, you know, Robin, you need to take this as well because everybody loves the red velvet. She had one request. She said, you know what? Can you make a raspberry cream cheese buttercream? I said, no problem. So we're just going to adapt my cream cheese buttercream, add some raspberry preserves, a pinch of salt. We're going to make it luxurious, soft, and fluffy. Add a little heavy cream to it. It's going to be nice and fluffy and rich. We're also going to add a fresh raspberry on top, a little bit of the crumbled red velvet cake, and then we're going to drizzle chocolate on top. It's going to be decadent, beautiful for any special occasion. Let me go over the ingredients list with you. Here I have 4 large eggs, room temperature. I have 1 cup of buttermilk, room temperature. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of distilled vinegar to our buttermilk. We have vanilla extract, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1 stick of unsalted butter, 3 cups of all-purpose flour with 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I sifted all these ingredients 3 times, so this is sifted 3 times. And of course, our red food coloring. This is an optional step. I made some simple syrup last night. I'm gonna coat my cupcakes with the simple syrup as soon as they come out of the oven to lock in that moisture. So this is an optional step. This is simple syrup. You make simple syrup by adding 1 cup of water to 1 cup of sugar. Put it in your saucepan, bring it to a boil, then a simmer, allow it to reduce. I added vanilla extract to this, so this is a vanilla simple syrup. You guys hear my neighbor's dog? I'm telling you, my neighbor's dogs are out of control. Lord have mercy. So let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put our stick of butter in our mixer. We're gonna add our oil, 1 cup of oil. Oh, this is airtight. Here we go with the shenanigans. 1 cup of vegetable oil. All right. And our 2 cups of granulated sugar. We're going to add this all, and we're going to allow it to cream together for about, I'm going to do this for about 8 minutes. So 8 minutes. But let me give you another step what we're also going to do. We're also, when we come back, we're also going to add a tablespoon of the vinegar, the red food coloring, and vanilla to this. So to the milk. So we can just add it when we add the flour, because I don't want to over mix by adding the food coloring later. I'm just trying to mix as minimum as possible. So that's why we're going to add the food coloring to this, the vanilla extract, and the distilled vinegar. So you already know what we're going to do. Lock it, medium, high, for 8 minutes until it's light and fluffy. So when we come back, it's going to be nice, light, and fluffy. And we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So see you in a few. Hey guys, we are back. Let me show you how shiny and luxurious this looks. So I allowed this to mix for about 5 minutes, not 7, because like I said, we're using oil and butter, so it doesn't have to cream as long. But look how shiny and luxurious that looks. This is what we want. We want shiny and luxurious. That's the word of the day, shiny and luxurious. You know, I'm a mess. I have to add a joke. So let's get our wet ingredients together. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar in this mixture. The reason why they add the vinegar to this is because when it reacts to the cocoa powder and reacts to all the dry ingredients, that's what causes the red coloring. But now, you know, they just add red food coloring to make it more of a deeper red, But that was, you know, that was the chemical reaction. So we have our 1 tablespoon of distilled vinegar. We're going to add a little bit of my vanilla extract until my ancestors say stop. Y'all, you know, I have to cut up. You know, I have to start cutting up. I was getting too serious. I said, oh no, Robin's Kitchen can't be too serious now. We like to have fun. And then I got my red food coloring. I'm using this little cute petite spoon. I got my red food coloring. Y'all hear these dogs? It is insane. Woo, Lord have mercy. I'm glad I'm not on the Food Network right now. We're going to add a little bit of the red gel food coloring. Just a little. I want it to be a deep red. And you know that red gel is red. So I'm going to add that to the red mixture. Ooh, oh, I got a little bit on my hand. Let me get this off my finger. All right. Look at this. Ooh, it's going to be beautiful. It looks pink right now, but once it's all mixed in, oh my God, that is so beautiful. Yes, honey, yes. Look how beautiful that is. And like I said, I don't like to over mix because I don't want a tough cake. So I'm going to eliminate a lot of the steps by adding some of the ingredients together. All right, so there goes our liquid mixture. So you already know the routine. Lock and load it. Add our eggs one at a time. 4 eggs. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Yes. Let me get a little spoon, little spoon to get that yolk out. We want all the eggs. I didn't pay too much money for these eggs. I need them all in here. So we're adding that. Wipe me down. Oh, what? Y'all. Okay, I'm cutting up today. Let me scrape the sides of the bowl. Scrape the sides of the bowl. Make sure everything's well incorporated. Yes, well incorporated. Let it mix a little longer. And when we come back, we're going to add our flour and our wet ingredients once we come back. See you in a few. Okay, our batter. Look how light and fluffy this is, right? This is just the eggs and the sugar and the oil and the butter. That's all that's in here, right? So now we are going to do our red dry mixture. You guys know I don't like to overbeat, so I'm just going to add a little bit of the dry. Let it incorporate. Add a little bit of the wet. A little dry. We're going to continue to incorporate this until we end at dry. Yes, okay. Dry. The last few passes I'm just going to do manually because like I said, I don't like to over mix my batter because I don't want no tough cake. Dry. Wet. And I might add a few more drops of the red food coloring at the end. But like I said, I'm going to hand mix it. So the last few passes, I'm going to do hand mix. Because like I said, if you over mix, it's going to be a tough cake. So when we come back, I'm going to be done mixing. And then we're going to scoop this batter into our cupcake tins. So see you in a few seconds. Hey you guys, so I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I have been scooping. Look how beautiful this is. I added like a few more teaspoons of the red food coloring. So that's a nice rich color. So I'm just using my ice cream scoop, put it in the cupcake tin. I'm gonna bake this about 25 to 30 minutes. But remember, when I pick, when I get my toothpick, I want a few crumbs left. I have a lot of batter left, so I'm just gonna make a small 6-inch cake with the rest of this batter, and I'm gonna bring it to work. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of the cake. But we're gonna put this in our oven. It is preheated to 350 degrees. As soon as these beautiful cupcakes come out, we're gonna put our simple syrup on them, allow them to cool completely before we ice them. So when we come back, we're going to put our simple syrup on, and then we're gonna make our cream cheese buttercream. See you in a few. Okay, you guys, so we're back. Look how beautiful and luxurious this looks, right? This looks good. So it's still warm. I'm gonna put my simple syrup on here. This is a pro tip. You do not have to do this, but this keeps the moisture in, because I like a moist cake. I like a moist cake. And with the leftover batter, like I said, I put it in a bundt pan, make a little bundt cake. This makes 24 delectable cupcakes, and in a small little bundt cake, or you can put it on a 7-inch cake pan, make a little cake. So yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna allow this to cool for a little bit, about 30 minutes, because I don't want to put icing on a hot cake, because that's always a disaster. So a few of these I'm not gonna coat because I'm gonna crumble them up. So when we come back, we're gonna make our cream cheese buttercream. See you in a few. Hey everybody, we are back. The cupcakes are out of the oven. They look beautiful. Huh, Miss Pratt, how they look?
They look very moist and delicious.
And she had one without the frosting, but this is how they look. I have some fresh raspberries here. What I did do was take a couple of the cupcakes, crumble them up. So we're gonna put this on top of the cupcake after we ice it. So at this point now, we're gonna make our raspberry cream cheese buttercream. I have a raspberry jam here. You can make a raspberry compote, put raspberries, put it in your food processor, strain it, get the seeds out, put it in a saucepan, reduce it by half. It's too much. I ain't got time for all that, right? So we're gonna use raspberry preserves. We have heavy whipping cream, only the best. Heavy whipping cream. Remember last week we made a cake with this, but now we're gonna make some frosting. I have some salt here. We have 2 sticks of unsalted butter and a package of cream cheese. You guys already know the routine. You've been with me how long? 2 years. What are we gonna do? Put the butter, room temperature, in here, and another one in here. And we're using our whip attachment. And then we're gonna put our cream cheese. I gotta be joking. In here. Damn. Okay, it's gonna get in there. In here. So we're going to let it whip for about 5 minutes. And we're gonna add salt to this and vanilla. Just a pinch of salt, because it's gonna be very sweet, So just a pinch of salt to offset all this sweet, googly, moogly goodness. So, you already know the routine. Lock and loaded. Medium low, medium high, for about 5 minutes until it's light and fluffy. See you in a few. Okay, you guys, we're back. You already know. I've been mixing this for about 5 minutes. It has doubled in size. We're gonna alternate this, our powdered sugar, and our heavy cream. Towards the middle, we're gonna add our luxurious raspberry jam and put a pinch of salt in there. So we're going to put our first cup of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar or whatever you want to call it. A little heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream allows this to be nice, light, and fluffy. Ooh, that's fluffy! Oh, yeah! It looks so beautiful. Another cup. I'm going to turn this off real quick. Pour this in there. Scrape the sides of the bowl. I need one of them scrapers, y'all. You know how they have the attachment with the scrapers? I need a scraper. It's a lot of work. Jesus. Lock and loaded. A little bit of our elixir. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt in here, just a pinch. We ain't seasoning it, but it gives it a little, woo, good up. I'm gonna add my jam in here. Oh, this is beautiful. It turned it a beautiful, rich purple color. Oh my gosh. You could put a little, like a pinch of lemon extract to bring out the brightness of the raspberries. Just a pinch of lemon extract and a little bit of vanilla to bring out the brightness. So you already know the routine. We're gonna alternate. We're gonna do at least like 5 cups of confectioner's sugar. Ooh, yeah, 5 cups of confectioner's sugar. We're gonna keep alternating. I'm gonna add vanilla extract and just a pinch of lemon extract. When we come back, we're gonna pipe our beautiful cupcakes. So remember, we're gonna alternate. We're gonna do at least 5 cups of confectioner's sugar. We're just gonna eyeball the heavy whipping cream. We want it to be nice and light, but not runny, okay? So when we come back, we're gonna pipe our cupcakes. See you in a few. All right, you guys, let's ice these beautiful cupcakes. This buttercream is so amazing. That hint of lemon extract brings it to another level and dimension. Boom. We're gonna put our frosting there. We're gonna put one of these delectable fresh raspberries. We're gonna get some of this crumb coat. Look at that, look at that. Take it, elevate it to another level. And then we're just gonna drizzle some chocolate. Just a drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Yeah, there's some drizzle. Drizzle. Especially on that one. Drizzle. Yes. Just freeform it. It don't have to be pretty. Just drizzle this. Oh, delectable delight of a cupcake. Yes, 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 yes. All right. I'm going to give one of these to my homegirl. And I want her to give me an honest opinion. So Miss Pratt, you want to come around? Come around. You guys, this is Miss Pratt. This is the young lady who be braiding my hair. And she works with me. She is fabulous. And I'm so glad she trusted me with her red velvet cupcakes. I want you to try one. This is a gift from me to you.
I'm going to eat the raspberry first.
Eat the raspberry.
So sweet. Okay, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yes. I'm ready, girl.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
This is delicious.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
It's very delicious.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. You guys, look at just these little tricks. You know, crumbling some of the cake on top of it. Drizzling a little chocolate will take it to another level. And remember, don't be afraid to take a risk. I love you guys. See you next week. Mwah. Toodle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.